Hello everybody and welcome back to Univixer. Today we will be making music areas. There will be an example on the screen, and basically a music area is when you enter an area, some music will play, and when you leave it, the music will go. It's quite simple and it'll just take us a few minutes, but yeah, let's start. So first thing what you want to do is go to View and open Explore and Properties, because that will definitely be needed. Then go to Model and press this part icon 2 times so you have 2 parts spawned. Once you've done that, you take one over here, for example, one over here. This is all an example. Let's color this one red, that one will keep yellow. We'll make these obviously a bit bigger. And that's good. Once we've made these parts, we will rename this one to area, this one to area. Once we renamed them, we want to do this and make them both so we can see them both. Either you press one, hold shift and then press the other, or just hold left click and go across the screen. Once you've got them both blue, then you want to go up here and press group as a model. Once you've grouped, you want to rename this to areas, for example. Once you rename them, you want to open areas up and press the plus button on each of your parts, not the model, on the parts. Then you search the sound. Once you search sound, you should have it there, and let's search it here again. Now, let's get the sounds. You can do any music you want, any sounds you want. So the only thing you have to do is go to sound, go to properties, go to sound ID, and copy and paste the ID you want. And the same with the next one. Go to sound, go to properties, and place in the sound ID. If you want, you can preview it. Like that, just to make sure it's playable. After you've done that, you can close this and move on. Before we move on, don't forget to rename these sounds to music. Music. If you want them to stay as sound or not to rename them, or to rename them to something else, you will have to change up the scripts. So we can now move on to the scripts. To add a script, you will want to go to Starter Player, open up the folder, and press the plus icon on Starter Character Scripts. Then type in local script and press on local script. Once you've done that, let's delete this thing and start scripting. So local sound equals instance.new sound and let me just go over here, comma script. Then sound dot looped equals true, which means if the sound finishes, it will loop and loop again. If you don't want it to loop, type false here, but we want it to loop. Then local char equals script.parent. Local hrp equals char semicolon wait for child and humanoid root part. Humanoid root part. Once you've done that, let's go to local areas group equals workspace semicolon wait for child areas. Then local current area equals current. Let me just do the capitalization. Current area equals nil. Then game semicolon get service in run service, then dot heartbeat semicolon connect and function, and we will add a bracket there and delete this extra bracket. Yeah, don't worry about that. You just have to go one line down. Then we want to do local raycast. Yeah, raycast. Just raycast equals array dot new hrp dot position hrp dot cframe dot up vector. Yeah, this is where it gets a bit complicated. Then we want to put a star and a 1,000. Phew. Then we do local part equals workspace semicolon find part on array with whitelist, and then array raycast, then, and we put this little kinda, not even that one, let me just find it, this kind of bracket, I don't know the name, but I press shift and bracket, not shift bracket, the shift kind of other bracket, shift plus square bracket, but it might be different on your keyboard. Once we've done this the weird little bracket, we'll do areas group, and that'll be it for this line. Then we do if part and part dot parent equals areas group, then if part if part this, I a lot of these things I don't know the name, sorry, but I press shift plus the left key to your number 1 key. You can copy and paste this key from the script. Don't worry, I'm not leaving you on your own here, because yeah, this script is a bit complicated. Current area, then current area equals part. Then we do sound id equals current area, which is our area, dot music dot sound id sound id sound and semicolon play, and there we go. Once we've done that, we will. So this is if the name of your sound is a music, you will change this to whatever you named it. For example, if you kept the name, then you will just rename it to sound. If you named it sound effect, then just write sound effect here. For example, instead of music, sound effect, blah blah blah. But we have music, so music. Once you've done that, you want to go to this end line, press enter, so we can get a bit of space a few times. And we're gonna start scripting again. So, else current area equals nil. Sound stop. And what this is doing, let me just get these end parts over here. What this is doing is once we leave the area, then the music stops. And that's the whole point of a music area, of a sound area. So once we've done the script, everything should be okay. Yep, this is all of the script. Okay guys, before we test this thing out, we need to make 4 edits to the script. First of all, I misspelled C-frame. I did it with a normal F. It's supposed to be with a capital F. So in C-frame, have a capital F. Then, I also made a mistake with the sound ID. I didn't put a space here. You have to put a space between sound ID and sound. Then, I also misspelled this sound ID. I put a capital D, and it has to be a normal D. And last but not least, the script we have to rename to area. So as you can see, capitalization matters a lot. So sound ID a small d, a C-frame capital F, put a space between sound ID and sound, and rename the script. Once you've done all those 4 edits, you can exit from the script, let it save. So I was just testing it right here. Let's stop. You may, yes, apply them. Once you've applied those 4 edits, let's press play. And let's test this thing out. As you can see, we go on the square, you hear the sound, and then let's go out. It vanishes. Now let's go on the square. There's the sound. Then let's go out, and it vanishes. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this lovely video. I really enjoyed making it. A few script problems, but it was okay. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Maybe an idea for what I should script next. Anyways, see you later.